The man set up his sniper rifle. He quietly aimed at a luxury car, 100 meters away. The car instantly lost control. It veered off and crashed hard into the valley below. Chris cautiously approached the wreck, step by step, watching for danger. Once the coast was clear, he reached into the dying millionaire's jacket and pulled out a phone, using a spy device. He copied the data and drove off without looking back. Just a short while ago, this man was a special forces captain. He wasn't doing this for money. He wanted revenge. Revenge for his wife and daughter, who died tragically. Weeks earlier, Chris had led a capture mission. They entered a sewer system, but something felt off. The place was filled with traps and trip mines. Chris quickly ordered his team to retreat, but suddenly, a flood of enemies appeared with heavy weapons. Every escape route was cut off. In the chaos, a Coast Guard guide panicked. He ran forward and triggered a trip mine. The explosion was devastating. Nearly the entire squad was wiped out. By the time reinforcements arrived, only Chris and one soldier, Boozer, had survived. Seeing his fallen teammates in caskets, Chris was overwhelmed with guilt. He thought it was all due to a leaked intel. But what happened next made everything more suspicious. First, audio from the mission was altered. Officials believed it was the squad who triggered the mines. Then, Boozer, who had just parted ways with Chris the day before, was found dead at home. The report claimed he died 2 days ago, killed by a standard issue 9mm bullet, but Chris instantly knew something was wrong. Boozer's favorite gun was a .45 caliber 1911. He didn't even own a 9mm. With everything piling up, Chris realized someone wanted them dead, and that someone was really good at faking the evidence. Then a journalist showed up and made Chris question his own memory. She had a report confirming Boozer died 2 days ago, and she was at the restaurant where Chris claimed he said goodbye to Boozer. She watched him the whole time and never once saw Boozer there. Her words shook Chris to the core. He tried to remember that moment, but all he felt was a splitting headache. Was his mind playing tricks on him? He locked up his favorite pistol in the safe, said goodbye to his wife, and went to a hospital for a brain scan. As the machine powered up, Chris slipped into a daze. If it truly was a mental breakdown that led to the mission's failure, he would never forgive himself. Suddenly, he snapped out of it. The lights in the hospital room were off. A man appeared, pointing a gun straight at him. Chris raised his hands, pretending to surrender, but then a second gun pressed against his head. They wanted to make his death look like Boozer's, a suicide, but Chris wasn't going down that easy. He took one of them out right there. The other fled, wounded in the arm, checking the gun left behind. Chris' heart sank. It was his own pistol, the one he locked in the safe. Dread hit him hard. He jumped in his car and raced home, but when he arrived, what he saw shattered him completely.